It's finally time. I'm on my way to Trestle Bike Park, where I'll push my skills further than ever. But the real danger was something I didn't prepare for. This is Countdown to Colorado.
Well, great news. I didn't have to pay the bag fee. I just did the overweight fee. So it was like 190 instead of 390. Oof. I've traveled a lot in the past for BMX, and I found out one of my hobbies was getting a rental car and just kind of enjoying that for the time being. So I decided to splurge a little bit, got myself a Chevy Tahoe. And I didn't realize it, but I have a 2-hour drive to get from the airport to Trestle Bike Park. So let's get started.
Turn right onto Vintage Way.
Well, here's my room for the next 3 nights. Looks pretty nice. But I gotta say, I got a bit of a headache right now, and I'm not sure if that's the elevation. My watch says I'm at 9,200 feet, and I live at 1,700 feet elevation. So I want to build my bike right now, but I'm just gonna go to bed right away, and I'll build that up in the morning.
Well, it is the next day here, and I'm in trouble, man. I just had a horrible night's sleep. I still have a headache, and it's getting worse. And right now I just tried to get some coffee, some sugar, and I'm feeling nauseous now. And I mean, the lift has already started. It's 10:30, and I feel like stuff that I ate 2 hours ago is wanting to come up right now. So as much as I want to be riding right now, I'm kind of in self-preservation mode. My nurse brain tells me that maybe this is altitude sickness. So I have no other choice but to hop in the car and go to something lower, a town that's lower than here. Because I think it would just be foolish to try to ride right now. Like, my head just does not feel right. I just don't feel good. So I'm gonna go to Walmart, try to get some medicine, and see, hopefully the symptoms subside if I get a little bit lower, and maybe I can catch some laps in the afternoon. Man, I did not expect this to be happening.
The next few hours were unlike anything I've ever faced. The plan was simple: just get lower. If it was altitude sickness, that would fix it, but the only way out of Trestle was over a mountain pass, 11,500 feet at the top. I was already in a fog, my head was pounding, my stomach was turning, and I was short of breath, and yet I was behind the wheel climbing higher up that pass. And looking back, I had no business driving like that. And it just kept getting worse. I felt like I couldn't get enough air. My hands and feet went tingly and then numb, and then the panic hit. What if I black out while driving? What if I don't make it back to my wife and kids? What am I doing here? I crested the summit and started descending, but nothing improved. I even thought about pulling over and calling 911, but at that point the highway was packed, there was construction, there was nowhere to stop. All I could do was repeat to myself, just make it down, just breathe. And then I remembered, Walmart. The day before, I had seen those little oxygen canisters at Walmart, and if I could just get there, maybe I'd be okay.
Well, it's been a couple hours now since that big scare. It's been resting. I feel good now. I stumbled my way into Walmart and I got myself one of these little oxygen things. I feel like it worked pretty good. But I don't have that headache anymore. I don't feel short of breath. I don't have any symptoms really. Although my watch is telling me my heart rate is 85 and normally my resting heart rate is like 60, 65. The best thing to do would be to stay the night in this town. It's about 2,000 feet lower elevation than Winter Park, Trestle. But I have a bit of a dilemma because my suitcase and my bike bag are in Winter Park still. So I'm gonna have to go back there regardless, but it's just so up in the air. It's just probably too risky to even ride. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to sit here for a couple more hours and kind of think on it. What should I do, man? Like, this sucks. I'll check back in a little bit.
After a few hours in the Walmart parking lot, I finally felt normal again. Headache was gone, breathing was back, and that's when it hit me. The biggest threat wasn't the jumps or the descents at the bike park, it was the altitude. And I'll be honest, I had no clue about altitude sickness. After a month of preparing, posting the videos on YouTube, I don't think I got a single comment warning me about altitude sickness, but it's real and it's pretty common for visitors to Colorado. And looking back, I think hydration saved me. I drank almost 2 gallons of water in 24 hours, and if I had to do it again, I would spend the night down lower before heading up to Winter Park and just let my body adjust, get acclimated, and then be extra hydrated by the time I get there. And if you've ever experienced altitude sickness, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear your story. But just sitting there, still rattled, feeling like I just avoided death, I wasn't ready to give up on Trestle. The smart move would have been to stay the night in Evergreen where I was at, but my bag wasn't there and my bike wasn't built yet. So after 5 hours of rest, I made the call. Head back, but slowly. Every 1,000 feet, I'd pull over, step out, walk around, breathe from the oxygen canister, and wait. If the sickness came back, I'd turn around. Fortunately, it worked, and I crested the pass again, symptom-free, and made it back to Winter Park.
All right, made it back to the room. I feel good, man. Earlier that was just so scary, but I'm not feeling any symptoms right now. So the only thing I'm gonna do the rest of the night is just chill super hard, no exertion, keep slamming that water. And I think I'm feeling good enough to give it a go for tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Well, today's the big day and I didn't sleep super great, but I don't have any other symptoms right now, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic that this is gonna go well.
All right, here we go up the gondola with my friend Eric. He's gonna show me around. He's a local, so he doesn't deal with this altitude sickness. But we're going to the top in luxury, fully enclosed. This is awesome. Hey, look at that view. All right, made it to the top. That was a fast gondola ride, man, but look at this view. This is just crazy. And I feel okay right now. Just like a little fuzzy in the head if I turn my head too fast, but I'll just keep my eyes locked on the trail. And I think I should be good to go for this first trail. Let's hit it. All right, so the first one Eric recommended I do is Cheyenne. It's a blue trail. Taking it super easy, got to feel out the body, assess everything, and then I'll talk about the goals on the next gondola ride. I'm really curious to see how long these runs are. Oh yeah, I gotta set up my fork still. I have not tuned this fork up yet. And it's funny, a lot of people don't like braking bumps, but I love them. But we'll see if that changes by the end of the day. I gotta say, since the brake pad thing, using the O-chain, this bike is silent now. It's awesome, dude. I got to adjust my fork a little bit. All right, I opened my
compression by 2 clicks in the front, 2 clicks in the rear. Kind of soften up the chatter a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, already feeling good. Yeah. All right, we're still on the first lap, and Eric is telling me to go to a black diamond already. Is that right?
It is.
All right, well, I'm trusting you. You're my guide. Let's do it, dude. Oh yeah. I still got my camera on my back, so still taking it easy. I'm feeling good though, like breathing wise. All right, that was pretty good. I'm gonna drop off the camera and we can start working our way up to the bigger stuff.
All right, so first run down and I'm already having a blast. It's nice dealing with a place that has so much elevation to work with. But the goal for this ride, and I wish I could have had 2 days, but the trail map is nicely laid out. They got the blue blacks, all the way up to double blacks. And then you have like the free ride and technical. So I want to work my way up and hopefully by the end of the day, be able to conquer some double blacks, whether that be a jump trail or Trestle DH. But I gotta, take it easy. I want to be safe about it. I'm not the type of guy who just sends it, dude.
All right, I guess we're going Rainmaker right away. Black jump trail, I think. So we'll see how it goes. Gotta feel out these lips. Not bad so far. Yeah, I can't see the backside on most of these, so just kind of catching air, but getting to the landing as soon as possible, because last thing I want to do is just kind of float away and miss the landing. All right, this is be all you can be. I'm trying to hit the jump. Maybe not the last drop, but the jump. See how this goes. All right, here comes the jump. It doesn't seem too bad. Oh yeah, that's nothing. All right, Eric is going to demonstrate the drop for me. Nice, that's a big one. I'm going to do the small side. Still a drop, but I mean, looks pretty scary too. Excuse me, I'm in the little side. Don't mind me. Oh yeah.
At this point, it was about lunchtime and all the effects of my altitude sickness had worn off. I was feeling good and I was ready to ride some Trestle chunk.
Oh, let's go Middle Boulevard. Let's go. This one's all like high-speed chattery. All right, let's cap it off with Space Ape, Black Diamond Float Trail. I think that's black. Oh, I did not realize that was a gap. I did not realize these were gaps.
Going into that blind, I had no clue that was a gap, even though on video you can clearly see the gap sign, but it was off to the side, and these bike parks demand full attention. You cannot break your focus. But things were clicking. The bike felt great, and I had the forks super dialed in with the compression more open and the rebound a bit faster. But earlier, I had seen a double black jump line from the lift that I really wanted to hit to test my skills.
I'm feeling good enough to hit a double black diamond. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's have fun. 36 chamber, here we come.
All right, here we go. 36 chamber. And I did pre-ride this already. So let's see how it goes. Test my skills. Oh, a little crosswind there. Don't like that. Okay, now it's a headwind. Whoa! Oh, almost died. Wow, what a recovery. I almost died. I don't know what happened there. I'll blame it on the wind. Woo! But that was it for that trail. Woo! Almost died.
Well, it's about 3 p.m., so the day's kind of coming to a close, and I feel so good with this bike. Everything on this build has been for a purpose, and I think I really nailed it on this bike. I mean, the tires are working good, the fork is great, the shock is great. I really like the O-chain. I can really feel a difference with the O-chain, and I noticed no loose bolts. So I really think we nailed it with this build. And, you know, that was a pretty good thing because I don't really have a spot to test that in Bentonville, but I really think testing at Lake Leatherwood, I got this thing dialed in.
All right, we've reached the final boss, Trestle DH. And fun fact, they've run a UCI Downhill World Cup on this. So I think it's going to be a great test of my abilities and just my whole mountain bike saga over the years. Let's see how it goes. Didn't know what to do there. Oh, okay. See like a little line right here. This is what you're talking about. I've seen this in the videos. Oh man, that is not smooth landing right there. Oh shoot. I thought this was like a dirt. Do you do this line? Yeah. To the rock or what? Yeah. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, it's like a lily pad. Oh man. Oh, okay, I've seen this in the videos. That's a tricky line. Whoa.
Even though this trail wasn't very steep, I could tell that I was tensed up and not sticking to the form that I had practiced. And I think it's because I had overhyped this trail in my head. The best thing I could have done was not watch so many videos from here and just kind of rode it like any other trail on this mountain. I do wish I had sent this last gap though.
So I was thinking about going up again and doing Trestle DH, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to call it there. I survived. I didn't walk down anything. And for me, if you've been around for a while, that is a huge deal for me because the steep stuff is my biggest weakness, I would say. And I think I've made great progress there. And that Trestle DH trail, I don't know, didn't seem that fun. But you know, lifts close at 5, it's like 4:30, so I'm gonna end the day with some party laps, some jump lines, and just have fun, because man, it's been a great ride so far, the 5 years I've been doing YouTube, and thank you guys so much for 200,000 subscribers.
As I enjoy my final moments with the Santa Cruz V10, I can't help but think back to where I was 5 years ago. It's been a crazy journey, full of progress, setbacks, and lessons learned. This bike helped me break through a plateau, sharpen my form, and gave me the confidence to reach the next level of riding. Mountain bike trails aren't just dirt paths cut through the trees. They're where you go to test yourself, to get scared, to push through, to find out what you're really capable of. And when you fight through the setbacks, the reward is progression. Nothing feels quite like it. This has been Countdown to Colorado. So tell me, where should I ride next?